So Sean Diddy Combs throwing tantrums over attention accused United Healthcare CEO killer Luigi Mangione receives behind bars on his shit list.
See, this concerns me. I mean, yes, it's ridiculous, but it concerns me. I'm already concerned for his safety. And what's ironic is that these are both cases that I don't think will ever see the light of day. I don't think either of these cases, and I've said it regarding Diddy before we even had this whole other, Luigi Mangione case, this case is never going to see the inside of a courtroom. Now, whether or not that means he's Epsteined or whatever, I don't know how it's going to resolve. I know it's not going to see the inside of a courtroom. And I feel the same way about Luigi Mangione, but instead of somebody like Diddy recognizing that they're in the same boat, this stupid motherfucker actually feels that he has some higher ground as the I guess, head criminal of that, establishment. Like, how dare somebody be treated better than me? And I think he's Icarus, man, because that case going to court hurts a lot more big name people than anything about Luigi Mangione. So he needs to be more concerned for his own safety.
Sean Diddy Combs is throwing tantrums about the attention fellow inmate Luigi Mangione has taken from him inside their notorious New York City lockup. And that may put the accused CEO killer on the disgraced rapper's shit list, his diddling list, a source told the Post Tuesday. Listen, if there's one thing that can't be denied, we used to always joke about how there's what do you call the Clinton list? What was that called?
I just say that, I would say people get Arkansided.
Arkansided, okay.
But now I just say Epstein. I mean,
there are a ton of people that have been listen, there was a ton of people that were in the orbit of the JFK assassination that mysteriously disappeared or died. There are several people in the Clinton sphere that mysteriously disappeared and died. And now, no surprise, there are a lot of people in the Diddy orbit that have mysteriously disappeared or have died under very mysterious circumstances. So as far as I'm concerned, this is probably something that was leaked to the press by somebody who's in that prison and is basically trying to get the word out there that Diddy may be in a situation where he's being passed information from the outside saying, you want to get out from under this weight that is hanging above your head? Get rid of Mangione.
No. I don't see that.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, the Occam's razor is that Diddy is a giant, thin-skinned, egotistical man baby, and doesn't like that somebody is getting attention. Now, whether or not this whole thing is true, I who the hell really knows? But I am concerned for Luigi's safety. And this guy is just, I mean, this is the problem: is that yes, people mysteriously disappear that have been affiliated with different things. That's true. And that does make him dangerous. And that does make me concerned for Luigi. But here's the thing that Diddy, and this is sort of like my Icarus reference and what he doesn't understand, there's always a bigger bear. And the problem is with his case going to trial is those bigger bears aren't playing either. No. So, and you're talking about some very, very high-end people. And so that's just what this is the problem, is that there's a bigger bear and he's just so big in his own ego that he doesn't see it. He's more likely, I think, to be Epstein than Luigi, but we'll see. I mean, we could be doing like Vegas odds on which one of them, is first, but I don't see either of those cases going to trial.
You may be right about that. And what I will say is that whether or not it's true, because again, we are not inside that New York City prison. We don't know for sure what's going on. I think it's highly plausible that Diddy is so egotistical behind bars that he doesn't like the fact that he has this guy who's being basically viewed as a folk hero and everyone is paying attention to him? Absolutely. Diddy has been in the spotlight for a generation.
But does he really? And here's the thing that shows real delusion, if that all is in fact true, is that he truly does not see the distinction between him being in there and Luigi Mangione being in there. Right? Oh, Vegas refused to take off. But I mean, that's the thing. Like, he really doesn't see the difference. So he is dealing with all sorts of disgusting things and violating and oppressing and enslaving people against their will and doing some horrible shit. And Luigi Mangione is a prime example of somebody punching up.
And this,
so
again,
even though it's a crime, it's punching up.
And this should come as no surprise. And this should come as no surprise, because we've seen GoFundMe do this a time or two. It goes to show you how broken this system really is.
Or they'll just charge them with RICO charges like they're doing in Georgia for the people that set up a bail fund for the Stop Cop City people that were arrested. There are people that made $10 and $5 donations to a bail fund that are being charged under state RICO charges in Georgia. That's the same kind of premise as what they would do with that.
Well, our resident attorney is definitely going to have.
I mean, I don't know what New York's RICO laws are. That's in Georgia. But like the concept of people that are supporting him and sending funds for him legally will somehow have a criminal liability. That's what I mean. That's the move.
A big shout out to Dub Coast.
Thank you, Dub Coast.
We've got a new YouTube member. Yes, it obviously helps our channel grow. I think it goes without saying, we like to see the humorous element on this. Now, I forget the name of this channel, but I see their shorts pop up constantly on YouTube. I know that
What are you showing something? What is
this guy's name? Is he's Mike Sheboygan, I think is his name.
Okay.
And he does these. Yeah, Dr. Sheboygan. Like
Sheboygan.
Yeah, exactly. Or Sheboygan, very big in Sheboygan, as Gus Polinski likes to say. But this is one of the best shorts I've seen about a day in the life of a pro health CEO. So this is good stuff.
Is a day in the life of a CEO. I wake up at 8 a.m. in my suit and immediately put on my bulletproof vest. After that, I sign my last will and testament, then say goodbye to my wife. If I ever died, I don't know what she would do without me. At 10 a.m., I go to the gym. My trainer has me on a new kind of workout. We've been getting some great results. At 1 p.m., I have a completely normal company-wide Zoom meeting. Hey guys, moving forward, I think we should just all work from home where it's safe. Also, what if everyone in the company was called CEO? Wouldn't that be really fun? Unfortunately, nobody found this fun. At 3 p.m., I go for a relaxing walk in the park. For some reason, I have this weird feeling that somebody's following me. At 4 p.m., I traded my stupid expensive sports car for something much more practical that I actually like. After that, I hire a body double. Yup. It's just like me. Damn, I'm hot. At 7 p.m., I send my body double to a shareholders meeting in bustling New York City. I hope he has a good time, and that's my day.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, and now they're going to have their own hotline and their own support group, apparently, for CEOs. We'll take up a collection for you.
Yes.
We're so concerned for your well-being.
We are actually much more concerned about Luigi Mangione than we are.
I am concerned for Luigi Mangione.
For-profit health CEOs.
And I sure as shit am not concerned for Sean Diddy Combs.
No.
I could not care less either way what happens in that. Like, I could not care less. I do think it would be entertaining to get that black book. But, look, all sorts of things have been happening since that whole thing started even becoming public. We're talking, I think that led to the divorce of Bill and Melinda Gates. I think there's a lot of shit that has gone down that has to do with, or that was Epstein. But like, there are people tied to this. I'm thinking of Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The type of shit that he's been involved in for years now.
Yeah, there's so many people that have a lot to lose. LeBron James.
Jen, what about the video? Well, forget LeBron James.
There's people that have a lot to lose. That's what I'm saying. And Diddy, it's all a matter of who's got more power. Who's at the top of the food chain? I don't know.
It's almost like LeBron is staying in the NBA as long as he has to in order to see that this case ultimately goes away, because he is still one of the preeminent cash cows of the NBA.
Exactly. And that's sort of like insurance. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know who the food chain ends somewhere. And I know it's not Diddy.
Jen, what is the point of assassinating Luigi?
Why would who whack Luigi? Well, Diddy, because he's jealous, because he's insane. I don't know what his thing is. But the powers that be do not want a trial and testimony and going into the issues about the health insurance industry and about United's records. And they do not want that. They don't want this case even being in the public eye at all. The amount of public attention it will get is just, they don't want this out there. So they don't want anything about this being testified about in a courtroom.